it's been very dry here. We haven't seen rain for about 30 days. That's not unusual in the summertime here in Middle Tennessee, but we were hoping for better this year. We've actually had record rains beginning of the year. We were flooding. So things were looking pretty good. We get an average annual rainfall of 54 inches here. So anyway, we're hoping for some rain. Finally, the forecast was showing rain for today, and we've seen clouds coming through, but nothing has dropped yet on the field. It's about 3:30, almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's time to move the cows. So I'm out here in the field getting ready to move the cows and hoping for rain. Now there is one advantage to having the dry weather, and that is that I've got an opportunity. So behind me here, you can see, can you see where those trees are? And then it comes across here, you can see there's a river, a creek right there where all the brush is. It goes across here, and it divides my center field into what I call the Dearfield. So over out into this area over here is Dearfield. I call it that because it's kind of separated from the rest of the farm, and we see a lot of deer out there browsing, especially in the mornings. So that's what I call Dearfield. Anyway, because it's been so dry, that little creek is dry. So in the past, I haven't really been able to utilize that part of the field. I need to build a cow crossing. So I need to put in a culvert and just build a crossing so I can get across there to, allow the cows back and forth when it's wet, to do things like, lime the field and clip it when I need to. So it's been just running fallow. But because it's been dry, now I have an opportunity to bring the cows across. So I have fenced off that field and am currently trying to get the cows to go across. So you can see the wire, just a single wire. That's my what I call my paddocks. That's what holds those cows in. So these 900-pound beasts can be contained by a single little poly wire. That's a little piece of polyester rope with 5 really light strands of wire in it that gets electrified. And the cows get trained to do that, so they see that as a barrier. They will not cross that wire. So I've currently got it stretched out here and across there, and so I've got the Dearfield fenced off. So that's the next field we're going to go into. Now the problem I'm having is the cows have, we've been crossing into the next paddock at the top of the field. So all the way, so they're waiting up there at the top, up by my hunting cabin. See where that little orange reel is? They're waiting up there because they want to be moved. But today we're moving at the bottom of the field because I want them to go down into the Dearfield, because tomorrow they're going to move into this field at the top of the hill so that the following day they can move through the gate, which is right up there, and the gate will move them up the road, up the driveway, into the front of the farm, and we'll start our rotation all over again. So what I need the cows to do is to trust me when I call them and come to the bottom of the field where they'll move into the next paddock. So we're going to call the cows. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. So I'll keep calling them. Might take 10 or 15 minutes before they believe me, and they need a chance to work through the problem in their cow brains. But I'll keep calling them. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. So if I'm doing something that's very routine, just moving them across the top of the field, they come right away. In fact, they anticipate me, so they'll be waiting there for me when it's time to move. But when I'm doing something unusual like this, they're being trained to come when called, but sometimes it takes some time for them to just to figure out what's changed or what's different or what I want. So I'll keep calling them. It might take a few minutes for them to figure it out and come on down, but eventually they'll come down. Probably 5 or 10 minutes they'll figure it out. So I'll keep calling and we'll see how long it takes them to come down. Come on, cows. 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 All the babies stayed up top, but they'll come on down. In the meantime, the herd has found some fresh grass. Now, I may have mentioned that we're heading over to Dearfield, where that field has been fallow. It has not been maintained this year. It's never been grazed. I haven't clipped it. I tried to lime it, but I was trying by hand. That didn't work, so it really hasn't been limed appropriately. So it's just there. But I'm kind of excited that we're finally able to get over to that field. It's been dry enough that they can cross that creek. And there they go. They'll probably just disappear into the grass over there. Oops, we got some cows that are lost. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Oh, that's a good heifer. She's bringing the babies. Good job. Oh, is that a heifer? Who is that? Oh, that's not a heifer, that's 401. Oh, it's all the bulls hanging out together. Isn't that cute? All the bull calves were hanging out together. All right, so I want to see how they handle this creek. See if they'll move across it. When I say creek, I mean a dry creek. It's a little muddy at the bottom, but it's firm enough that they can get across. So far nobody's ventured out into the weeds. I laid the fence out for them so they would have what I thought would be an easy crossing over here. This is where I cross in my ATV. Over here, it's dry enough that I can get through there pretty easily. So this is where I intend to put a culvert in and build a year-round crossing for them. I don't know if you can see, it's a little moist but not wet by any means. So they should be able to get through here no problem. So that was my intent. I don't know if they're going to take the easy way across or just plow through the bushes, but we'll see. There's Meatloaf. He's our bull. He is a pretty boy. So he's not big, which is a good thing. He's a South Pole bull. Look at his smooth, slick coat. That's really good. He's low to the ground. That's really good. He's got a very little room between his belly and the ground. That's exactly what we like. That is the kind of cow, kind of bull that does really well on grass. It's a little bit of a smaller framed cow, not bred to bulk up on grain. He was bred to fatten up on grass. And you can see how tall the grass is. It's over his head. It's over his shoulders. He's just going to disappear out there. Yep, he is gone. There he is in the grass. So there they go.